So you wanted to start learning machine learning, right? Well, I am here today to tell you, is it really a good choice to learn machine learning? And if you really want to learn machine learning, how to get started learning machine learning? So the first question I think you should answer is, do you even want to learn machine learning? I see people just looking at other people's certificates and the things they are doing on Coursera, or going on LinkedIn and just seeing that every single person you know is doing face mask detection using machine learning, and you want to do that too because you want to be the cool kid in your college or your class. If that's the reason, if you want to do machine learning, then just leave this video and don't just put your time into something else, because at the end of the day you'll start learning it and it will get complex for you and you'll just leave it and you'll end up wasting your time. So take my advice, if you really don't feel like, yeah, I want to do machine learning because I myself am interested in, which is a very small amount of people, to be honest. I mean, if you're watching it, there's a high probability that you just want to do machine learning because it's cool and because everyone else is doing it. Just don't take that advice, because everyone ends up doing machine learning. They end up doing a course which they leave half behind and they just waste their time. Instead, do some web development, cybersecurity, blockchain or something. Just don't put your effort in it. Well, now that you have answered that question, and if you still want to learn machine learning, I'll just share a few tips on how to get started. So many people ask me, what do I need to know if I want to start machine learning? In fact, on an average, I get 2 to 3 people messaging me every day about how to start learning machine learning. So here are some things you need to know. First thing is matrices. Weird. I know, even when I started learning machine learning, if you see in the previous video, I just stated that I never thought I will use matrices ever in my life, and I do it now every day. So learn matrices and basically linear algebra, because that will help you a lot. Second thing is a programming language. Now people use Python, R and Java for machine learning. I use Python. I don't know anyone who uses R, and I have never seen an implementation of machine learning myself in Java. So just learn Python if you want to do machine learning. But then you will ask me, how much do I need to know in Python to actually work with machine learning? I'll say it's pretty basic. You just need to know the basic syntax, for loops, iterations and all. And then once you start learning machine learning, the theoretical concepts like gradient descent and stuff, then I'll suggest you to get used to NumPy and Pandas, which are actually very easy to learn, and I'll share where to learn them as well. So people ask me okay, fine, I'll learn Python from some shitty YouTube tutorial of an Indian guy, or I'll just do a course which teaches. So I have put some links in the description below which are really good courses, but the highest recommended course I'll actually ever give is from Andrew Ng, the machine learning Stanford course, because it teaches you everything. It is not in Python, it is based on Octave, so that's a bummer, but I just like the structure of everything. Some people ask me, is there any alternative to that course? I'd say IBM offers some good course. I guess they have a specialization in it, so you can check that out, but I have never done it, neither of any of my colleagues, so I can't really say. One of my colleagues has done a course from Udemy. The course is really good, and he is really a good machine learning enthusiast guy. He's one of the experts, I'll say, but he had to revise everything from scratch, because I don't know, Udemy just lets you go on and it doesn't have a check on what you're learning. It doesn't give an opportunity, or it doesn't force you to revise. So you just go on watching those videos mindlessly and you finish the course, but at the end of the day you're like, wait, what was the course about? So yeah, I'm not for Udemy, but if you really want to, you can. The other thing is, like, once people are done with courses, they have absolutely no idea what to do. So I'll suggest Kaggle. Some of my seniors in college suggested me that, and it's a really good place to learn the NumPy and the Pandas library, which I suggested before. There are a lot of competitions and a lot of data sets you can work with on Kaggle, and there are just a lot of people. They have solutions on the go, so if you just download the dataset, it's kind of obvious that you'll get a solution for it already. So yeah, people, you can just view how people work using Kaggle, and these libraries, like, there are quite a few number of libraries, so you can learn how to use them efficiently through Kaggle. But I figured out, like, even for myself, I just end up doing Kaggle, and then it goes like, I'm stuck in a loophole where I just try to figure out competitions I don't do really well, and then I get myself demotivated, and then I just say, like, machine learning and shit stuff. What I'll suggest is keep doing the Kaggle competitions, but always have application based project ongoing or in plan or something like that, because at the end of the day, you started machine learning to make that face mask detection you always wanted to, so just why not do that instead of the Kaggle competitions. Kaggle competitions are a really good place to learn things and how to get around, but what I feel is machine learning is quite application based, and try making an application out of it, because building a model is one thing, and deploying it on a device or something is totally another thing, which even I have not figured it out totally yet. So yeah, my tips are, like, just don't rely on the course which you are doing. You'll need to read stuff, you'll need to learn more algorithms, because what Andrew Ng taught me, as I said in the previous video, it was not enough. I needed to learn more, even if he teaches really well and he teaches at almost everything you need to know, but still there is more. It's like an infinite number of papers out there, and you just need to learn and learn and learn. Also, some of the people are not aware that machine learning is a very research type of field as well. It's not only application based. I'm obviously referring to the noobs who want to start in machine learning. People just see those face mask detections and they don't, like, even think about the maths which goes on behind, or they just blindly apply the algorithm. I'll strongly recommend, like, learn how the algorithm works, or how the model works which you actually made. So that really helps you to fine tune everything and make the model much better. And you just don't look dumb when your friends are discussing about linear regression or logistic regression and you don't know what the fuck you were doing last night. So yeah, that is all I have to say. I'll just make a few more videos on machine learning, like beginner friendly, so stay tuned, be awesome, bye bye.